Hey guys, I'm currently doing a bit of solo traveling at the moment. So to recap the trip I've done so far, I flew over on like the 15th of July, went to Berlin for a rock concert, spent some time in England with my family, then went traveling around with Tess and Amy, then went back to the UK to spend more time with my family. And then I went back into the continent with my stepdad and my stepbrothers, and we actually travelled from Amsterdam down to Nice together. My mom joined us in Paris, and now I'm on my own. So let's see, yesterday was my first day, so it's going to be day one of Warthos solo travels. So first things first, I booked very last minute a bus trip and a hostel to go to Geneva, Switzerland. And yes, Switzerland is the really, really expensive place, but it was sort of between France and Germany, and I was like, hey, why the fuck not? So I caught an overnight bus to Geneva. Sorry about the traffic noise and everything. I'm on the side of a road. I'm very tired. So yeah, we caught a bus to Geneva. Well, I caught a bus to Geneva. And at the train station, I met this Swedish girl who's going on the same bus as me. She's a Swedish French teacher, which is bizarre. But we were both heading to Geneva, so we decided to stick together. So many cars. So we did the whole trip together. At about 4 a.m, we stopped in a French city called Lyon, where apparently the French-Swedish teacher used to live for a bit. And so she showed me around at 4 a.m, which was a bit creepy, but also we got to see the sunrise over the river, so that was pretty cool. Then we arrived in Geneva at about 9 a.m. The Swedish girl, whose name is Katarina, or Katarina, something like that, and I had breakfast together. She was really, really cute, but she had a boyfriend and is Swedish, so but yeah, we had breakfast together, and then I dropped my bag off at the station and did a free walking tour of the city. So if you guys ever come to Europe, if you go to a city and you want to look around, do a free walking tour. They're usually run by some like random uni student who knows a lot about the city, who needs a bit of extra cash, and they bring you around the whole city, and then at the end you give them like a tip, like a 5 or 10 euro tip or something. But it's a great way to learn, with, you know, usually no booking required, and a fun young person. So that was most of my day. Then what did I do? I went to a co-op to try and find some lunch, because the tales about Switzerland being expensive are true. My god, things are so pricey. I was literally walking around the shelves like 3 times over just trying to find the cheapest thing I could buy, which ended up being a pre-made tuna sandwich. And I also bought an instant carbonara for dinner and a tin of sardines for my lunch tomorrow. So, yep, that was an adventure. Then I walked around the city some more. I went to the big cathedral in the center of the city, which is actually, it was a Catholic cathedral, then it got turned Protestant, but it was turned into a Calvinistic Protestant one, which means there's nothing on the inside. It is bleak, it is barren, it is like the worst kind of church imaginable. Like, oh my god, there was like a bit of stained glass windows, and that was it. It was grey. But underneath that very dull cathedral was this awesome archaeological site. They'd basically dug below the cathedral and found 3 previous cathedrals that had stood on that site, you know, one at 1100, one at 800, one at 500, something like that. And then they also found evidence of like a large Roman temple settlement. And so you could go under this thing, and the tour was huge. Like, I got an audio guide. I think the ticket cost me something ridiculous, like €4. And it was this massive place. It was really, really cool. So that took up a large portion of my afternoon. Then I ran back to the train station because I realised that my bag drop had a 6-hour limit, and that if I exceeded that, it would be another 6-hour payment. And I was like, ooh, so I ran back, got it just in time, and then hopped on a train to Nyon. So Nyon is a small city outside of Geneva. I confess, I haven't explored it much. It's here, I'll show you. You know, it's down there is the main city. I was planning to go and actually like have a walk around the city. Apparently there's a castle. It's just like a small suburb basically. And then I got to my hostel and I sat down on my bed and I was like, crap, my feet hurt so much and I'm so tired. So instead I laid in bed for about 4 hours, and then I got up and I made my instant spaghetti carbonara, which was really, really tasty. And I had a quick walk around the block. Sorry about all the cars. And then I went to sleep. I took 2 cold showers because Europe's currently going through a heat wave, even in the mountains. And then I crashed mega hard. But in terms of my first day traveling by myself, it didn't go too badly. I actually had a great time and met people and saw a cool place. So yeah, tomorrow I'm heading to Champouy.